on, you guys? You are tuned into From the Yard with Armourie on WSUB 106.1. And you already know that From the Yard is the ultimate platform that goes beyond the yard, okay? Literally beyond the yard with our SU alumni, and just learn all about their amazing journey on the yard and off the yard, the legacy that they're leaving behind, and so much more. And today, you know I gotta always give a tease who we have in the studio with us today. She is an actress, okay, because she be doing her thing out here, okay? She is also a radio host and a media personality, and the woman carries so much more, okay? So please, without further ado, help me welcome the one and only Miss Lealer. How you doing, baby?
Oh, thank you. I love that introduction. Usually I'm the one giving introductions to people, so thank you for the lovely introduction.
Yes, you're so deserving. I see you doing your amazing things out here in Houston, just repping all of the things. Okay,
yes.
So I'm glad to have you in the studio with us today. And you know we gotta give it up for Southern University.
Yes, go Jags!
Come on,
go Jags!
SU.
I gotta remember all the chants. There's so many chants. Yes, shout out to Southern University, and yeah.
Yeah. So essentially, what drew you to Southern University in the first place?
Well, when I was in 8th grade, this was in 2018, I knew that I wanted to leave Texas for college, but I didn't want to go too far, so I toured Grambling first. It was a little bit too rural for me.
Okay.
So toured Grambling, toured Clark Atlanta. Clark Atlanta really wasn't a good fit, but shout out to Clark still. And then I took a tour of Southern University, fell in love with the campus, had one of my mom's coworkers' daughters gave us an informal tour, and it was great. And then I applied, and I got in, and the rest was history. So, yeah, Southern was a good fit for me. I'm glad I went. But
I'm glad you made the right pick, sis.
Yeah.
Seriously. Grambling was trying to get me too, but there was nothing like Southern University.
Yeah.
And plus, when it comes to that track scholarship, I said, you know what? My mom said you ain't got no choice. But let me
Hello.
So take us back. How was the culture? How was the energy with you being on the yard? Like, what was that experience like at SU? Let them know.
Look how much time we got.
Look, baby, we got time.
Okay, well, let me think back. So you know what? The first word that I learned at university was the word Jose. So all my Louisiana people know what Jose means. So I met my two friends, Mike and Z, and then, we met at orientation. They had been knowing each other. They're from Monroe, so shout out to them. And then they said the word Jose. And then this is me. I'm 18. I'm finna go to college for the first time. I'm like, what does Jose mean? And then they told me, and then it just became a part of my vocabulary. And I'm just obsessed with the word Jose.
What is Jose?
Like, we Josing on the interview right now. Like,
Okay,
Jose. And I haven't really said it much, since I've moved back. But that's something, the word Jose. And just learning a lot of Louisiana slang. I was listening to Boosie and Webby on the way here.
Come on, shout out to Boosie and Webby, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
Come
just
on.
learning the slang, adapting to the culture. It was an experience. And, I think I kind of developed an accent while I was at Southern University. People are starting to say that I sound like a mix of Texas and Louisiana. I don't know how to feel about that, but definitely develop an accent. I definitely enjoy the culture out there. Parties are fun, and the people there are, they're great, very hardworking too.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like, even just you sharing that just brought back memories to me. Just being in the
Yes.
circle, being on the yard, and me
Circle
understanding.
ain't the same no more though.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't been. It's been years since I've been back.
Yeah.
Just not because not that by choice, but it's just been I've been just so busy,
Right,
So
yeah.
I vicariously live through other individuals when they're on Instagram and they're at the homecoming and they're in the circle. So I'm just like, oh wow.
Ooh,
So
you should have came to homecoming.
you was at this past homecoming?
Yeah, I haven't missed the
Girl.
homecoming. The only time I missed homecoming was COVID when it got canceled. I have not missed the homecoming yet.
Oh,
but yeah,
my
homecoming
goodness.
was such a vibe. I enjoyed myself.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. So speaking of homecoming and creating that vibe and just having that vibe, were you a part of any student organizations while at Southern? What was that campus life like for you, and what did you study? I'm curious to
Yes.
find out that.
Well, first I studied mass communications with a focus in broadcast journalism.
Come on, same here,
Stewart
sis.
Hall.
Yes,
Stewart Hall.
Stewart Hall, let 'em know.
I did ROTC.
Oh wow.
That was very short-lived. That was a very short
you
era,
know-
but I did it. Participate. I got to do the Bayou Classic run, so we would run all the way from Baton Rouge to New Orleans, and then we would hold a stick. Yeah, it's complicated, but if you know, you know. We did the Bayou Classic run, got some free tickets to Bayou Classic because of that. I'm a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, the Beta Psi chapter.
Okay.
I did student media. And then outside of school, I did internships, fellowships, and then what else did I do on campus? I did SGA for a semester, but I left because I wanted to be on somebody's campaign team.
Oh, so you can't be SGA and be on somebody's campaign team. Oh, okay.
You can't have a position and be on a campaign team. So
that makes sense.
Okay. What else? And then just a lot of different various organizations. I took an acting class. We did a performance. That was in my last semester there.
Come on, now you're an amazing actress.
Thank you. Yes. I just tried to be as involved on campus. A lot of people may remember me. I worked at Chick-fil-A from spring 2019 up until I graduated, which was in fall of 22. So I worked at Chick-fil-A a lot. A lot of people know me from there.
Come on.
And went to a lot of events, a lot of parties. So I definitely say I was very active and involved on campus, and definitely in student media too.
I love that. Since it sounds like you said, you were very active. I have to ask you then, what would be your most memorable experience at Southern, and just in a memorable event? Because you just listed out a lot of things that people would just even want to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? It's
hard to say just one. Honestly, maybe crossing Beta Psi, that was a good experience. Even though we did cross during COVID, we never had a probate. That's the one thing I didn't have because of COVID. But that was still a good experience. Being a part of the Beta Psi chapter, shout out to them. It's so hard to name just one. Working at Chick-fil-A, that was a very hilarious experience. It's too many to name. I'm sorry. I can't leave it at one. And just, I can't.
I understand. Trust me, I can completely understand, because thinking back when I was at Southern and all of the memorable moments, it's really hard to just express one. I was just asked on an interview not too long ago, what was the most interesting college party experience that you had, and I was like, it was so many. They were like, try to name one, and it was so hard. And the one that I named was just off the top of my head, and I was thinking back no, I could have did better, but it's just so hard to compile into just one. So, oh my goodness,
the parties were packed.
Yeah,
I remember being hot in the Palace. The parties
People
were packed.
don't know about the Palace.
Yes. I don't even know if it's still open. Vibes is so packed. You can't even breathe in Vibes.
I'm saying you can't.
Yes.
Wow. But I feel like it's just nothing like having that true cultural camaraderie experience. You know what I'm saying?
Camaraderie is the perfect word for it.
Yes. Ooh, wow. Even just the tailgates, especially like you said, you mentioned the amazing sorority that you were a part of. So your tailgate experience was completely different from any other tailgate experience, because you were out there with your line sisters, you were out there with lines before you and the ones after you. So what was that Greek life experience like for you?
Well, because of COVID, my experience was kind of cut short.
Okay.
I was robbed.
Oh, no. Give her years back.
Right. But I will say, me and my line sisters, we tried to make the best of what we had. We really didn't get to have too many events, because of COVID. And well, I remember one year we went to the football game for my line sister's birthday. That was fun. It was her birthday, and we all went to the game. The tailgate was fun. We get to be by our tree. And then this past year, our line celebrated 5 years. So we had a tent. We had good food, like pasta, meatballs, sandwiches. Like we invested. We invested this year for homecoming. We had matching jackets, good quality jackets. So shout out to my line sister Deja and her Greek jacket collection. Definitely check that out. But homecoming, it was a real vibe this year because it was our 5 year. But even in previous years, it was always fun to be by the tree and meet the people that crossed before me. Nobody crossed after me until after I graduated in 2024. But it was still nice to meet my neos. So shout out to y'all. But it's always good to meet my prophytes. That's what somebody that crossed before you is called, for those that may not know. But
let them know.
It's a good experience. Love being on the tree and just taking pictures and, doing what pretty girls do.
Okay. I love that. So if you had to describe your overall experience at Southern University in 3 words, 3 words. I'm gonna give you 4 words.
Okay.
What would those words be and why?
Okay. 4 words. I would say valuable experience, community, growth, and knowledgeable. 'Cause, I learned a lot. So yeah, valuable, community, growth, knowledgeable, and fun too. So threw in a bonus word for you.
Come on, I love that.
Yes.
I love that. And speaking of knowledgeable and fun, were there ever I don't want to say ever because I just don't want to say ever, but were there some professors or people who stood out that were leaders on the Southern University campus that impacted your life now?
Yes, shout out to all of the mass comm professors.
Come on, shout them out,
Yes,
shout 'em out.
Professor Roberson,
Yes.
Dr. Fuller. You
Come on,
may know
Dr.
these
Fuller.
names. Yes, I just saw her.
Really?
They had a mixer for Stewart Hall alumni. She
I
was
love
there.
Dr.
Yes.
Fuller.
Still got her outfits.
Yep.
Dr. Stevens.
to the
I want to make
nine.
sure I'm not forgetting anybody. Dr. Stevens, Dr. Campbell. The
Love
professors
Dr. Campbell. Come on,
Yes.
shout out Dr. Campbell. We love you.
Yes.
Dr.
Shout out-
Darrell.
Yeah, that's Dr. Roberson. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you know what? I'm so used to calling him Dr. Darrell by his
Right.
first. It's Dr. Roberson.
He did
Yep.
say people used to call him by his first
Yep.
name.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
They definitely, helped shape me into who I am today, teaching me the classes that I needed to bring into my media career. I am working in the field of study, and that's such a blessing in itself. And, I'm thankful for the things that they taught me about the industry, and not just surface level things. Like I would always stay back after class and just, ask real questions, about the media industry, because, it's very competitive and things of that nature. And the professors, they were very upfront and, they kept it real.
They did.
So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate it too. Seriously, I always describe my experience at Southern when I speak to other individuals who went to maybe other HBCUs or other institutions, and it never measures up to how I was at Southern. And even just hearing your experience with the same professors that I was able to experience, it's just a beautiful thing. I learned so much while being at Southern, just the real, the authentic things when it comes to this industry. We can both say that we're in the same, when it comes to media industry.
Oh, for sure.
And when I say it's a different feeling, so.
And Stewart Hall has so much community.
Oh, my goodness.
Class would end at 2:00. We just be up in there till at least 5
Just
talking.
chilling, yeah.
Stewart Hall is a community in its own. So yeah, shout out to Stewart Hall. Shout out to everybody I met there, everybody I had class with. I don't talk to them every day, but I still keep up with people from Stewart Hall.
Yes.
And even at the end of after we took the last mass comm class where you do the newscast, everybody in that class we took.
Yep.
Dr. Roberson, he took us out to eat. We got him ice cream cake. I remember because I'm the one that picked it up. Everybody sent me their money though. So yeah, shout out to me for getting the cake.
Period.
And yeah, we all went out to eat. And Stewart Hall, shout out to Stewart Hall.
Yes, so many memories. I remember
Definitely.
when they were telling us how they used to, honestly, I think I was a part of that class where we had to transfer what we got on our cameras, like on the big EFP cameras, and we had to put it in this
those
deck.
cameras.
Oh my
It was
goodness.
so heavy.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
And then just even understand how to take what we recorded, put it in this machine so it can transfer over. I think it was from NTS to something else, HDS. I don't even know the terms.
And you had to
Please
buy a
forgive
hard
me.
drive.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yes, all of those things. And I'm just like, wow, all of the amazing things that they taught us, and just seeing how that is literally transferring over into the things that we're doing now. And sis, look at you, you're blossoming, you're blooming, you're
Yes.
thriving in your field.
Thank
Oh my
you,
goodness.
thank
And you
you.
are a woman of many hats, okay? I first have to say that you are a radio host, an actress, and a red carpet interviewer, because I'm
Yes.
putting that in there because, baby, I saw you was at the BT Awards, okay?
Yes, an amazing experience. Shout out to BET. I will be applying for press credentials this next year too. So be on the lookout.
Make sure you select her.
Yes.
We need her on the red carpet.
Yes.
Interviewing all of the people that walking through.
Right. The BET
Representing
Awards.
Southern
It was
University.
grand. It was grand.
Really?
Yes.
Tell us about that experience.
It was so fun. So I covered mostly the fan fest. So I was backstage. There's so many people I got to meet back there. I'm Boss Man D-Lo. I met Bia, Yvette Nicole Brown, just to name a few. There's many more. I met DC Young Fly back there.
Awesome.
It was a lot of celebrities that I got to interview and meet. Carrie Hilson. So many people, too many to name. So that was a good experience, just, being in that space. And even because this past BET Awards 2025 was my first BET Awards, and, getting the press credentials for it was like, okay, wow, okay, I'm on the right path day by day, just making progress. So that was a good experience. I wasn't on the actual red carpet, but, one day I will be. It was a great experience, though, doing the fan fest. And I'm definitely looking forward to going back and, elevating every time I go. And I got to meet Kyla Pratt in the press room, Diamond from Crime Mob, LaToya Luckett, lots of people I connected with.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. To me, baby, you was on the red carpet.
Yes.
Okay, to me, and is. Make sure y'all give her press passes.
Yes.
Right now.
Please.
Give her the exclusive ones, please. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
And not only are you traveling and interviewing individuals, you are a staple here in the Houston community. I literally just seen.
I like that.
Yes, you are a staple. I just seen you were interviewing Life Jennings not too long ago.
Yeah. Yes. You know what? And shout out to Life Jennings.
Come on, Life Jennings.
I drove all the way from Homecoming. The traffic pushed me back. I came from New Orleans, and so it was a 5-hour drive turned into a 7-hour drive.
Oh, my goodness.
I drove all the way from Gretna, Louisiana. Then I had to stop at Buc-ee's to change clothes for the interview and use the restroom and things like that. Stopped at Buc-ee's and drove straight to the Vegan Fest where Life Jennings was to interview. I was so
tired.
Shout out
to the Vegan Fest, man.
Yes,
Vegan
thank you all for inviting 953 Jams to that. And it was great. Life Jennings even told me I look like his daughter. So
really?
Shout out to Life Jennings, because he's a vibe. He's very wise, and his music is very uplifting. So
Absolutely.
I asked him what he meant when he said "must be nice," and he elaborated on that. So,
I love that.
Shout out to Life Jennings.
Yes.
Because I was tired. I was like, ooh.
Baby, you just got off a road trip. You was not playing.
Yes.
But that speaks to the hustle that you have inside of you, seriously. Yes. Just the amazing things, and just even you just describing who you had a chance to meet. And it made me think about just the roots and the ruralness of Southern University. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my first time ever being able to interview a celebrity was at Southern Homecoming. And so I was just like, wow.
Me too, I think. No, that wasn't my first time. But one of the first times I interviewed Emmanuel Hudson.
Emmanuel,
at the comedy show.
What?
Yes.
Sis, I'm telling you, Southern will bring out something in us, and we just had no idea until you look back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just a beautiful thing. And to hear that you go back every single year, I love that. Like, when it comes to pouring back into the Southern community, like, there's nothing like that. If you had to tell your freshman year self one thing that you did not know back then, but now know, what would that be?
Freshman year me, I would probably start tapping into my field, mass communication. I would probably tap into that earlier, do a little bit more. I did a lot with student media, but just do more. Honestly, I didn't join student media until my sophomore year, so I would probably join as a freshman and just, stay tapped into things and just, apply for more internships and just do even more than what I did.
I love that. Was there a moment when you realized that what you're doing now and you told yourself, this is my calling, media and entertainment is truly where you belong?
I think I did a fellowship with General Motors, and I went to a book signing with Lil Kiki released a book, and I went to the signing with.
Shout out to Lil Kiki.
Yeah, so and that was like my first time really interviewing celebrities. I got to interview Lil Kiki and some more Houston legends. I interviewed a lot of Houston legends.
Houston legends.
This was a long time ago, so that was my first time doing it. And, I was a little rusty at first, but, I've been perfecting my craft. So I think that's when I realized, that I want to, work red carpets and, interview notable people, notable figures. And I don't just interview celebrities. So, for the record, I work for a news station in Galveston. It's very small. It just started.
That.
So yeah,
wow.
Not just celebrities, y'all.
Tell us more about that,
Yes.
baby, because this is you thriving in this field for me.
Yeah, so it's called KGTX. It just started like in April.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's an independent news station. So I got to, interview more, small town stories and just, trying to pivot and just, be a jack of all trades, because I don't want to just be known for one thing. I don't want people to be like, oh, she only talked to famous people. No, if you have a story, let's talk about it.
I love that.
Yeah.
I always say inside of a person, there's a story waiting to be told.
Exactly.
Yes. People don't understand just the beauty behind journalism, the beauty behind being able to provide an experience and curate conversations.
Because people remember you.
Yes, seriously. And people are afraid. And when you make them feel comfortable, you make them open up, like they will remember that. And next thing you know, you're going to have everybody knocking at your door. I don't want to be interviewed by her.
Yes.
Oh, wow. So how did your experience at Southern prepare you for the world of broadcasting and entertainment?
It prepared me because they teach you that you have to have a highlight reel of everything you do. Currently still working on that. Editing is a lot of work.
Oh my gosh.
I'm good at it, but it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, taught me just to, document everything you do, keep everything. I'm the type of person, I need all my footage. After I graduated, I invested in my own camera. I don't like waiting for footage. I don't like waiting for stuff.
I know that's right. Sis.
I don't. But sometimes, people it just takes a long time to edit, so I get it. So, but Southern definitely prepared me. My news writing class, my news production classes, where we created a news package and I anchored our class. Newscast, and just learning how to write news, learning that you have to speak a certain way, because before I went to Southern, I thought that the people on the news use big words and huge words in the dictionary, but no, you actually have to speak in a way that people understand you. You have to get to the point. It has to be easy to understand. And you have to answer all of people's questions that they may ask when you're presenting the news to them.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And speaking of presenting the news and just being involved in media, what was it like for your first on-air experience? How was that? Like,
girl,
take us
I was
back.
so nervous. I didn't even tell nobody I was on the air until after my first episode. I was so nervous.
Who
oh
were you
my
with?
goodness.
What were you doing?
It was just me, Mr. Peter. He showed me how everything worked. But the first day I was nervous, and but by the second day after I posted, I'm like, okay, I done posted it now. People are listening now, so let me tighten up. But the first time I was super nervous. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what music to play. But I'm fine-tuned now.
Yeah.
So, I had to learn how to work the board. Yeah, it's a lot, but here I am 2 years later.
And you're thriving.
Yeah.
Doing all of the amazing and great things, sis. I'm telling you, y'all. This woman is amazing.
Thank you.
I just have to say that. And I love how you just how confident you are. You literally wear it on your shoulders. You wear it very proudly. And it's amazing, especially being a Southern University alumni. One of the reasons why I really wanted to have From the Yard is because I think that there are so many individuals who go unnoticed that are from Southern University. And we're doing amazing, amazing things. But y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all stay locked in, because we are with the beautiful Miss Lealer, okay? And when we get back, we're going to be diving in more about her amazing journey. So y'all stay right there. We'll be right back.
All right.
Support for this program comes from the Hive Houston, a creative hub and event venue offering studios, meeting rooms, and community spaces for both creators and professionals. Learn more at thehivehouston.com.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Armourie, and we are rocking with From the Yard on WSUB 106.1. Before the break, we had the beautiful Lealer telling us all about her journey at Southern University, the amazing things that she is doing in the media industry now, and just even right before we went to break, she was telling us about her first on-air experience. And so as I was thinking about that moment and how you were telling me how nervous you were, I'm curious to know, like you said, you're 2 years in, how do you mentally prepare for your shows? How do you mentally prepare for whenever, for instance, you're going to go interview certain artists or even just doing things for the news? What does that moment look like for you?
I have a notebook. I write down all my questions.
Period.
Just try to remember to ask things that I know the audience wants to hear. So like an interview is like you having a conversation with the person. You want the person to feel comfortable, but you're also in front of an audience. So you also have to entertain the person, make them feel comfortable, make them feel compelled to answer your questions while also keeping the audience's attention.
Y'all, she dropping gems. If y'all mass communication students are listening, take note. Please take note and take root. Seriously, because those are very pivotal points.
Yes.
People think that just from the looks on the outside looking in, it seems so easy. Oh, just having a conversation. No, you really have to be able to understand who you're interviewing, understand just the essence of that person and being able to carry a conversation. You know, it's not just like straight blunt. This is going straight to the point. Like, no, like just literally leaning in. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely do your research on the person before they get there.
Absolutely.
Because it can be embarrassing, like if you don't know everything that you need to know about the person.
Yeah, absolutely. What has there ever been an interview, and I'm pretty sure there has been, that left you inspired and just reminded you that, you know what, I can do this forever?
Honestly, all of them.
I love that. Yeah.
All of them. Every time I get one, I just want to keep getting more. I collect them like Infinity Stones. Yes.
What, if you had to create a lineup, almost like playing basketball, of your ideal...
I knew you were going to ask me this.
What do you think?
Who are my dream interviews?
Yep. You already know.
Okay. Give me like categories of different people. So name like different categories, like any kind of job. Okay. And I'll think of somebody. Let's turn into a little game. That'll make it easier for me.
Let's see. Let's do a category of athletes.
Dennis Rodman.
Okay.
Or and Cheryl Swoops.
Cheryl Swoops.
Yes.
Wow. She's a powerhouse.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay. Let's go artist.
Like musical. Give me a genre.
Let's see. Ooh. Let's narrow it down.
Yes, narrow it down for me.
Let's see. Let's do R&B artists.
R&B. Who is an R&B artist that I would like to interview? There's so many great R&B artists.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Summer Walker.
Oh, that's a good one.
Summer Walker, or Keith Sweat.
Come on.
Yeah, I like Keith Sweat. And I'm trying to think of like some older R&B people that are like still alive. Patti LaBelle. She was just in Houston. I didn't I didn't catch her. Maybe I'm coming for you, Patti.
Okay, you hear that, Patti? You heard it here first.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Those are. I can use a few R&B people. There's more, but that's just who I could think of that I would like to speak to.
I love.
Keep going. This is fun.
Yes. I love how you mentioned that each interview that you have done, you were inspired by it. So I'm curious. Like, let's flip the script. Has there ever been an interview that challenged you?
I would say sometimes maybe like getting people to talk, you know, because sometimes people are just very shy. Like, you know, people can be famous but be very shy. So sometimes it may be hard, you know, getting people to open up and getting people to be comfortable. So that would definitely be a challenge. Like you could ask somebody a question and they give you one word answer. So now you're forced to just, you know, work with that. But we learn about that in school, how to handle that. So,
Yeah. How do you, well, for say for instance, for somebody who's listening and tuning in and doesn't have like that insight, how is someone, like, how are you able to recover from, like, say for instance, we're having like a interview and that person is just giving those one word answers. What do you do as like the amazing host that you are? Like, how do you recover from that?
It doesn't really happen much, but just try to ask more engaging questions, very engaging questions, more open-ended questions.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. And I'm telling y'all, look, y'all got to tune into her show because she be doing her big thing, okay?
The Lealer Show on 953 Jams every Sunday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
You heard it here first. Yes. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. So let's tap into the actress side of you. Yes. Okay.
I thought you'd never asked.
Look, yes. Okay. We got to unravel these. Yes. We got to unravel the layers because that's what I really, really love to do. Like literally peeling back the layers. Okay. Let people know who Lealer is. Period. Yes. Okay. Acting and radio are both storytelling, you know, and we know how powerful storytelling is within the field in what we do, you know. So how do you balance and connect those two worlds?
How do I balance and connect? I just, I have a planner I write in so I know whenever I need to be on set. But yeah, I try to always stay booked in acting. I'm definitely going to invest in some acting classes just so I can be on bigger sets and bigger productions.
I love that.
But yes, I love acting so much. I just love, being able to play different characters and stuff like that and just, being able to be somebody else, whether it be for a short period of time. And just, I love, like, being able to play a range of different characters. I've been in a horror film. I've played a nurse. I played a side chick. I guess I'm in my villain era, but yeah.
That's what's up.
I love being different characters. I love seeing myself, like, in different avenues and different looks. I love changing my look.
I love that. What role would you say has been like, what role sticks to you the most?
What roles? Well, I'm going to say my first movie that I was ever in is called Bash. It was directed by Denise Monet. I know you know who that is. Shout out to her. So she was really the first director in Houston to give me a chance.
Awesome.
I hadn't had any acting classes, when I auditioned for that, and I had a speaking role. So I think that really made me, want to continue to pursue acting since I got that role.
I love that.
And y'all can check it out on Tubi. That's called Bash.
Okay, y'all check it out. Okay. And make sure you drop in the comments and be like, we seen you, girl, doing your thing.
Yes.
But I love that you say that she gave you a chance, and having people like that in your corner hits different. You know what I'm saying? Because when they always talk about my big break, my first break, she was able to give you that. And now you are inspired to continue to do more. You literally listed 3+ movies that you've been in. And I know that they're only the list is only going to get longer, sis. Okay.
Yes. Stay tuned.
What they say, clock it.
Yes,
You got
I've been on set a little bit this year too.
Period. When it comes to acting and when it comes to you interviewing, there's power in using your voice and just having a voice, because people, like we say, we're the voice for the voiceless. So when it comes to what that essence of the power of your voice is, like, how do you use your voice, like literally and creatively, to bring the characters and the conversations that you have to life?
I like to speak the facts, get the truth out there. Make sure anybody that I'm interviewing, I want them to feel comfortable and, just know that their voice is being heard, know that somebody's listening, somebody is watching, and just, and for the audience, just, for them to be entertained and informed on what's going on in the world.
I love that. Oh, I love that. Looking back, what has been your most proudest moment?
It's too many to name.
Let's see. Give me one. Give me one.
My most proudest moment would definitely be the BET Awards, Essence Fest, any big awards show. I recently went to a movie premiere with and I got to interview an influencer, Jania Michelle. She's on a show called Beauty in the Block.
Yeah. Shout out to Beauty in the Block.
Yeah. So just being able to go to premieres, exclusive premieres. and just and also, we're working for the news in Galveston, just listening to, small town stories and, hearing from the people and, telling their news, helping tell their stories. It's impactful work. So
I love that. So speaking of impactful, y'all, we have the amazing, the beautiful Lealer here sharing her impactful journey, the impactful stories. And of course, this is an exclusive interview. So make sure y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. Let's go.
All right.
Support for this program comes from TRG Financial, helping families, professionals, and brands develop clear, coordinated plans for savings, retirement, and estate needs, bringing organization to financial uncertainty. More at trg-financial.com.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to From the Yard on WSUB 106.1 with your girl Armourie, and I got the beautiful Lealer in the building with me today. And let me let y'all know, okay? This woman is amazing. She's beautiful, just sitting across from me, and just I can see the spirit just glowing from her. So, sis, thank you again for just being here with me today.
This is the third introduction, and you have did it right every single time. I love your intros.
I appreciate you. Look, that's that Southern University.
Yes.
The mask come, maybe rubbing off. I don't know.
Yes.
Wow. So I just really want to just take time and just really just like dive into just the unique journey of like who you are and how you became to be the woman that you are today. You know, a lot of people see the glamour, a lot of people see the glitz and just what they see in the front of social media, in the front of TV, but they don't see the behind the scenes. What's something that you can share with them that we go through behind the scenes and like how you are encouraged through those moments as well?
A lot of unanswered emails, a lot of unanswered texts, a lot of ignored calls. Sometimes people just don't want to talk to you. Sometimes people just don't want you in their business. And it's like, what can you do?
Yeah.
Just keep on to the next notable subject.
Literally.
Yeah.
That's something I had to really, really like grasp and understand myself, and me realize like, okay, me being rejected or somebody not getting back to me, it's not like, okay, it has nothing to do with me. You know, like they just may be busy. They may not want their story to be shared. And at first, for a while, I'm like, dang, is it me? Like, why aren't they reaching out? Like, how can I thrive in this industry and nobody want to reach back out to me? Like, so that's very, very, very pivotal. I love that. I love that. When it comes to, do you ever follow up? Even if somebody doesn't respond? Like,
yes.
Absolutely. Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Shout out to Ray Monte. I messaged him like to interview him, I think last October. I didn't get to him till like 8 months later. I was like, I'm going to just keep trying.
Wow.
A lot of sending and unsending.
Wow.
A lot of moving this to the top of your inbox.
Come on, look. Just wanted to refresh your memory. I sent this a while ago.
Yes.
Ooh, come on.
And sometimes, people have told me no one day and then have came up to me asking me to talk to them another day. So it is what it is. In life, you'll never be upset if you don't take anything personal. You just can't take things personal. I mean, that's easier said than done, but for those listening, try not to take things personal.
I love that. I love that. What has been your biggest lesson learned navigating the media and entertainment industry, especially as a Black woman?
Honestly, the media and entertainment industry is definitely changing fast.
Yes.
I'm just trying to stay afloat, just trying to keep up with the trends. You have to post on social media. A lot of people are saying, being a journalist or an actress, you also have to be an influencer. And I've noticed, I'm posting more on TikTok, and that's helping me, garner views to my profile. So definitely got to post and definitely got to be consistent. I have a lot of stuff that I need to get out there. Honestly, I just feel like I need to just take a day to just sort through content, but definitely got to stay relevant because it's hard and it's definitely a very competitive field. You're going to get rejected. I've been rejected for, a couple jobs, and I plan on applying again, but that's with every field that you work in. Any job that you have, it's work, so it's gonna have its ups and downs. It's gonna have its perks, so
yeah,
we all gotta work.
That is a fact.
Yes.
That is 100% fact. And I'm just like in the midst of that, how do you stay true to yourself during all of that?
I mean, I can only be me.
Come on. Period.
I can only be me.
Period.
So.
Period. And I love that because I would love for people to embrace being themselves, and especially in the midst of social media. Like, you don't get lost in trying to be someone or something you're not. Like you said, you can only be you. That was so perfectly said. Like, sis, what did you do? Like it.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. It's people that, can, play somebody else or play the role of somebody else online. So, some people that do a good job at pretending to be somebody else. But as far as me, I can only be me.
Yep. That sounds good. And speaking of being you, when it comes to building a personal brand, what advice would you give to young creatives trying to find their lane?
I would say definitely be professional. Definitely be professional. Wear your professional clothing. Learn how to network. Shake a hand. Dust off a resume. Have a resume. Have a business card. Have something that people can see. Have something that you could show people.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Whether it just be your Instagram profile, rather than just, I'd rather tell people what I do than show people I do. I'd rather show people what I do than tell them, like, just here, watch this video real quick. Just,
Baby, and your resume speaks for itself. I can, I'm like, look at my sis doing her thing. Wow. Speaking of the amazing things that you are doing, I want to talk about the mark that you want to leave behind. What does legacy look like for you?
I want to be like the next Wendy Williams or the next Oprah. Just
Come on.
Leave a legacy in the media world, and it's gonna take a minute, but it's gonna be a journey. Honestly, I feel like I'm still in the beginning stages of my career, and I'm just always trying to elevate. So. But my goal is to, be a household name and have a daytime talk show. And I can't give up. So.
Period. And I won't let you give up. We're not going to give up at all.
Yes.
Wow, because we represent Southern University.
Right.
Okay?
Yes.
And when it comes to representing Southern University, what does being a JAG mean to you?
I'm going to always find my way back home. When I get my money right, I'm going to give Southern a couple $1,000s,
Come on.
Donate. Definitely want to be a financial alumni one day, and definitely, want to do what I can for the university, and definitely plan on becoming a more active Southern University alumni. And this is a start.
Yes.
Jag's interviewing Jag.
Come on. Yes, that's what we like to hear.
Yes.
That's what we like to hear. How has faith, family, and foundation played a role in your life and the amazing successes that you have had? And that you're going to continue to have, baby, okay?
Well, my middle name is Faith because Imani means faith. So
really?
Definitely, yes.
Come on. Look, see, I didn't even look.
It's in my name.
Come on. Let it be proof in the pudding.
Yes, definitely always got to have faith. Got to, if things don't work out when you want to work out, always remember that God has a plan for you. God's plan is definitely bigger than your plan. And everything definitely happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Everything is a sign, too.
Yes, absolutely. If y'all can see my hand up right now, I'm over here giving glory because that is so true. Like, everything happens for a reason, and it has its divine timing.
Yes, and say your prayers. Say your prayers.
Because your prayers are beyond powerful. I mean, y'all,
Yes.
Because won't he do it?
Won't he?
I'm telling you, won't he do it? You're such an inspiration.
Thank
to
you.
a lot of women and just people in general. How do you pour back into the younger woman who may be aspiring to be the next radio host, the next daytime talk show television host, the next actress? Like, how are you going to be pouring into the younger girls and just individuals when it comes to just leaning into that?
Okay, glad you asked.
Yes.
So, as of right now, I respond to messages. If you want to ask me about Southern or ask me about the field, I'm gonna respond. I'm gonna send you a lot of voice memos. I don't like typing on text, so I'll send you a voice memo and just giving advice. Always open to doing that. Always gonna respond when I can. But one day when I get older And, you know, when I'm even more vetted in this industry, I want to start my own internship program.
Period.
Definitely want to have my own internship program. I want it to be paid. I want it to be college credit.
Oh, my
So
God.
I want to have my own internship program.
I see that.
One day.
I
Yes.
definitely see that happening.
And just want to provide opportunities to other people.
Yes.
Yes.
And you are doing that. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So before we get out of here, I always like to wrap up each interview with you dropping a JAG gem. And a JAG gem is essentially some advice that you wanted to leave with anybody who is aspiring to go to Southern, anyone who is aspiring to walk in your footsteps and just follow after what they've been called to do. What JAG gem would you leave them with?
Definitely stay focused, stay grounded, communicate with your classmates, your colleagues, because you all are going to be running into each other on set and at different press events for those that are in mass comm, different news stations. So, stay grounded with your colleagues and study, do the work, turn in your work on time, get to Dr. Fuller's class on time. And just, maximize your time at Southern University while you can, because it's going to go by fast. Wow. Maximize your time. Make the most of your time. Join student media. Join jukebox media. And just, join what you can, do what you can.
I love that. I'm so glad that you had the opportunity to come up from the yard. Please let everyone know where they can connect with you, find out more about all of the amazing things that you're doing, and just tapping in on my girl. Okay?
Yes. Okay. So you can follow me on all social media is LealerImani. And you could Google me. I guess I'm about to give out my government name.
Give it out, sis. I'm playing.
I'm Lealer Sims. That's me, LealerSims. Just feel free to Google me. I'm searchable because my name is so unique. So just honestly, just Google me.
I mean, at this point, like I said in the message, we may be cousins. Okay?
We might. Yes.
Wow, y'all. So it's been a pleasure. Thank you again for pouring back into the Southern University.
No problem. Thank you for
community.
having me.
Absolutely.
This was so fun.
It was.
Yes.
You gotta come back. Come sit on the couch with me again.
I will.
And the next time you go to homecoming, I need to be right there with you, okay?
Yes.
Because it's been a while, and I'm just glad
you need to go back, girl. Get back on the yard.
I gotta get back on the yard, because what? It's from the yard, okay?
Yes.
We're tuning in, so
do some
y'all,
interviews on the yard.
Hey, I really have that up my sleeve. I gotta get back. Gotta get back. I can't believe this year was my 10th year, and I was like, I had a prior commitment. I had to teach with the Girl Scouts this year.
Yeah.
So I hate that I missed it, but baby, your girl will be out there next year, okay? Don't be surprised if y'all see me on the yard, y'all. Anyway, we out of here. This is From the Yard, WSUB 106.1, your girl Armourie, joined by the beautiful Lealer. Tap in. Let's go. Let's get it.
All right.
This segment is made possible by Hive Mind Creative Agency, helping businesses share their story and grow their presence online. Hive Mind offers podcast-style marketing designed to fit each brand's voice. Learn more at hivemindhtx.com.